Anthem on the track.
Zip 'em up, pour out a little liquor from the sippy cups. Yeah, the blickers tuck my chicken up. Mask on my face like I'm sick as fuck. Yeah, I paid for the bodies like nip and tuck, nip and puff. Rap niggas just live it up. Bottom feeders speaking lobster fluently. Opportunity seeking opportunities. Schools are hard knocks, never had to dodge a cop for truancy. Carry chops so the ops will ruin me. Popping toolery and a copper jewelry. Look, what? Pick on somebody a size. Look, Johnny a slide like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome to another episode of Melanin Mondays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, I'm going to just let y'all know from the gate. This shit sound like Beirut outside. You're going to hear that shit. Don't get scared. Don't call the police, my niggas. It's not a shootout happening. Niggas is not dropping bombs in my house, but it's loud. Believe me when I tell you, it's bombs over Baghdad. So don't be alarmed. Don't take it personal. It's the 4th of July. The mic is not on. Y'all can't hear me? Somebody said the mic is not on. Y'all can't hear me? Talk back to me. Turn your mic on and the sound effects. Oh shit. Okay, my bad. There you go.
To this day.
There we go. Let's start that out again. Okay. The song is called Red Dot.
Anthem on the track.
Zip 'em up, pour out a little liquor from the sippy cups. Yeah, the blickers tuck my chicken up. Mask on my face like I'm sick as fuck. Yeah, I paid for the bodies like nip and tuck, nip and puff. Rap niggas just live it up. Bottom feeders speaking lobster fluently. Opportunity seeking opportunities. Schools are hard knocks, never had to dodge a cop for truancy. Carry chops so the ops will ruin me. Popping toolery and a copper jewelry. Look, what? Pick on somebody a size. Look, Johnny a slide like Bonnie and Clyde.
To this day.
Yeah. Niggas is going crazy outside. Oh my goodness. Like I said, it's a motherfucking war going on outside. No man is safe. Don't call the police though, because it's only fireworks. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like the drillers is outside. You know what I'm talking about? It sounds like YSL is outside in my backyard. Did they let Young Thug and Gunna home? Because it sounds a lot of shots going off in the hood, maybe. So that part, that song right there, you know, that's off of the new album and whatnot. We might release that tonight. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how niggas treat the guard and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that's called Red Dots. That's featuring Blue Pillar. That shit is fire. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's a little we going ratchet this summer. I'm just giving y'all the forewarning. You're not gonna get mystical red, you getting pistols instead. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, episode 200. We in a motherfucker.
To this day.
We is in the money. We in a building. Release that John. I just might. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and do this roll call. Let's find out who is in the building. Let's do the roll call. All right. LA is in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to LA. All right. Islam to the Moors. You feel me? Islam to the Moors worldwide. High and low, you know what I'm saying? Across all 7 seas. Salute to y'all. Portland, all right. New Jersey is here. I see you. Rome is here. You feel me? Rome in the building. Jersey in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Brownsville in the building. Gunshots. Richmond, North Carolina, Denver is here, Peoria, Illinois, Ontario is here. All right, Brick City in the building, Memphis is here, Chicago in this bitch, Indianapolis, Jamaica, but Bomba Cloud, Westmoreland,
To this day.
Wagwan, Rude Boy.
To this day.
Oakland is here, Charlotte is here, Central Coast, California is here, Montgomery is here. Chi-Town, Toledo, you know what I'm talking about? Cleveland up in this thing. You know what I mean? New Orleans up in this thing. Yeah, what's popping? The BX is was really good. Montana's in Fontana, Peace City, VA, Portsmouth, Pembroke, Georgia, Salute, Queen City, NOLA, what's happening? Seattle, Texas A&M, yes, stay in school, Kokomo, you know what I mean? Khalifa, UK, Birmingham, Veg, you know what I'm talking about? San Diego, Shreveport, Dallas, Texas. ATL is up in this thing. KTL and the ATL. We see you. The Carolinas, Low Country. We see you. Gullah Geechee Land. You know what I'm talking about? Charlotte, Queens City. We see you. Philly is here. East 19th in the building. Shout out to the Flatbush Brethren. You know what I'm talking about? 33rd Parallel. Chino Hills, Philly. Lansing, Michigan. I see you. Chicago, Dallas. Yeah. AZ in the building. Minneapolis, Richmond. All right. LA, Macon, Los Scandalous. Chicago. What's goody, Chicago? Gunshots for Chicago. Richmond. Yeah, man. What's the topic for tonight? Tonight we celebrate, you know what I mean? Tonight we celebrate. It's the 4th of July. The 4th of July. Sirius is rising. It's the dog days of the summer. We at episode 200. Mama, we made it, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? We in the building. We here. You know what I'm talking about? We are here. You know what I mean? It took us a while to get here, but God damn it, we here.
To this day. To this day.
It's lit. It's a red summer. Tampa, Nashville, aka Cashville, Charlotte, Vegas here, PG County, Burbank. Yeah, we deep, man. It feels good. I ain't gonna keep y'all up for long and whatnot. I see a lot of y'all is on the East Coast and shit. I'm assuming you niggas got 9 to 5s and shit like that. So we ain't gonna be in here to the wee hours of the morning. But okay, it wouldn't be right if Brooklyn wasn't here. Brooklyn. Shout out to BK all day. Shout out to BK all day. You know what I mean? Have you seen the Creflo Dollar denouncing paying tithes? Yes, Pope Pablo did that.
To this day. To this day.
Shout out to Pope Pablo. Shout out to Pope Pablo in the motherfucking building for putting in that work, Pope Pablo been doing that ministry work, the Crystal Ministries. You know what I'm talking about? The universe be talking back. You just got to be able to listen and pay attention to what you've seen and whatnot. The good brother is taking it, you know what I mean? He's taking it to the cloth. And you're going to see a lot of things falling. This is just the beginning. So yes, that was a huge shift. That was a huge move on the chessboard what Creflo did. You know what I mean? Because as you know, other people have to follow. If they've been following him with the whole prosperity preaching and everything else that he was doing, shit, when his ass wakes up, they got to follow him too. So if I were in the church, I'd be damned if I would fucking pay tithes to T.D. Jakes or Joel Osteen or any one of those other preachers when you got Creflo out here letting it be known that that shit is incorrect. You know what I mean? And then he has to, he was man enough to correct himself. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Blue been cleaning up them religious streets. Blue had a powerful live on Instagram today and they cut that shit. You feel me? Because the brother was going super in, you know what I mean? Like he was breaking some shit all the way down. If we lucky, you know what I mean? If the ancestors approve and whatnot, he might just pull up. You never know, you know what I mean? We just gotta, you know, we gotta cross our fingers and whatnot. But yeah, somebody seen it. Yeah, you said it was fire, right? Yeah, that shit was fire. He was going in, he was tapping in, and you know, he been out there. He's in New Orleans right now, He is in New Orleans, NOLA. You know what I'm talking about? He was at the Essence Fest. And he did his Sunday sermons, his mineral ministries right there at the cathedral, the oldest cathedral in the United States of America and whatnot. And you know, that shit resonated. You know what I'm talking about? He showed oh man, I'll let him talk about it. I don't want to steal his motherfucking shine. I'm gonna let him, you know, get it in and whatnot whenever he pulls up, whether it's tonight or the next day. You feel me? Whenever it's tonight or the next day, he's gonna drop it on you. Yeah, I'm talking about. But with all that being said, how's everybody doing in the building? First and foremost, before we even begin, the last time we touched bases was Third Eye Thursdays. I popped back in real quick on Sunday rising around 10 a.m. and whatnot. I want to first and foremost say, damn, I want to really say thank you to every single person who was in the building with us for class and whatnot, who pulled up for Strive and Thrive 2022. You know, I'm talking about 44 lessons to avoid the recession. That was on July 3rd. That was yesterday at 11 a.m., right? We started at 11 a.m. and we was over at 6. Talk black to me.
To this day. To this day.
I was holding niggas hostage. I didn't even realize we was going that long, but the information was that powerful. Shout out to Hafiz Crypto. I brought a special guest on. If anybody remembers Hafiz, brother Hafiz, we was doing work in 2021 when I was doing my lectures and whatnot. I brought him in on the Evolution Will Be Digitized with the good brother Slice, and he been getting his bars up and whatnot. And the brother pulled up and he was dropping fire bombs. You know what I mean? He was giving out 4th tier information, and 4th tier information is income streams that you could tap into where you can make $100,000 and up. That's the 4th tier. We was given a lot of information on 4 tiers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 1st tier, that's weed money. Everybody needs it. You know what I'm talking about? You know, that's Chipotle money. That's Happy Meal money and shit like that. That's MetroCard money. You know what I mean? That, you know, people be needing shit like that. But the same energy that you put into getting Chipotle money or weed money is the same energy that you could put into getting $100,000. How about that? You know what I'm talking about? So the good brother pulled up and he dropped some very good information. Everybody that pulled up, they got some powerful information. The shit is, I need to be a motivational speaker. I'm gonna go ahead and inbox my good brother Les Brown and see if he'll take me on as a mentoree and whatnot. I'm trying to be under the wing of one of these motivational speakers, because I think that's my niche right there. You know what I'm talking about? I think that, hold on. Yeah, that's the ancestors. They approve. Bombs over Baghdad, and the rockets red flare, and the bombs bursting in air came true to the night that our flag was still there. I'm trying to tell you niggas, like, you thought I was playing? You thought I was playing? They not playing. They out here. They outside out here. They outside. That's YSL. That's Young Thug and them niggas. You know what I'm talking about? They let Young Thug out for the day. He's going crazy. You know what I'm talking about? He's going crazy. But yeah, I like the motivational speaking. You know what I mean? I really like to charge my people up. That shit really feels good to me. You know what I mean? I really feel like that is something that I should be exploring moving forward. Life coach, motivational speaker. You know, can you see it on me? Does it, you know, could it fit on me? You know what I mean? Can I do it? Because I could fire them up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm real good with the prep talk. The Star Spangled remix, right? They was going in. Facts. So somebody said clean my language up. No, they got motivational speakers with potty mouths. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't. Yeah, I think I would be. I think I would clean it up so I could go talk to high school students and whatnot. You feel me? I just, you know, they curse more than me though. How about that? They curse more. The nigga, the 8-year-olds is out here going crazy. Like, you ain't been on the transit. You ain't been on the bus lately. You ain't been on the school bus lately? They going in. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway. Yes, I definitely want to say give thanks to everybody once again who came through. That meant a lot to me. You know, because I don't, you know, this information does me no good just sitting on it. You feel me? Like I got all of this information, it does me no good. I gotta let the information go. You know what I mean? So when brothers and sisters show interest in this information, it helps, you know what I mean? It helps. It's a reciprocation type of thing. It's like full circle and whatnot. So shout out to every single person, all of my KT aliens, all of my KTL University students and whatnot who was in class. Love and light to each one of y'all. For anybody that wants to get a replay of that 6-hour class, all you got to do, just go to KTL University and click on the picture. This picture right here. You know what I mean? Just click on the picture. Not this. Yeah, this one right here. It's on the top of the page, and you'll be able to purchase the lecture or the class for that matter. And also included in it is 2 PDFs. My PDF, my presentation, which was 200 plus slides, and our good brother Hafiz Crypto, his presentation, which was also 100 something slides. No, yeah, I think it's like 100 something slides, a PowerPoint. He was going in. I'm just here to let you know. The brother was going in. He was talking about getting mining equipment. He was also talking about how to invest in his bear market and make that shit count. You know what I'm talking about? And he was also telling you different places that you could go and tap into and learn Python and other coding languages for the free 99, because they hiring people who know how to code for 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000. I've been telling y'all, and I'm not gonna be sitting behind these fucking flames and whatnot, like I'm you niggas, like I'm your overlord and whatnot. But I've been ringing the alarm about the importance of learning computer languages since 2015. My niggas, I've been going through all of my Melanin Mondays. I've been playing out all day. I was in the crib on some hermit shit, going through the whole archive. And I'm like, fam, I was ahead of my time. You know what I mean? Like I was dropping shit to this community years ago that people are talking about right now and acting like they just found out about this shit. Like I was really tapping in and giving out information. Is really just about trust at the end of the day. If you trust the word, if you trust the information, if you trust the person that's delivering it, if you trust the messenger, then you'll be in good space. If you've been watching 200 episodes of Melanin Monday and you still don't trust me, you need to ask yourself what the fuck is the hang up? Like, what's the hold up? And you should reassess why you here. You know what I'm talking about? Because this is about being able to trust somebody's word, being able to trust with their research and what it is that they're saying and how that could benefit you. Because one thing that I don't do is I don't sit on this show and talk about me all day. I don't sit on this show and talk about what I have and what you don't have. I don't sit on this show and talk about what's going great in my life and what's going bad in your life. I don't sit on this show and put people in fear. I don't sit on this show and do what they call fear mongering. I don't sit on this show and do doom and gloom. It's not what I do, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? That's really not what I do. I do other things. You know what I'm talking about? So tap in, man. Tap in. You know what I mean? Tap in. You feel me? Software engineering is definitely the new wave. And like Hafiz was saying, and like I was saying, it doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be you. It could be your child. It could be somebody in your family, like a cousin or something. You could just be the one to sponsor them, right? You could be the one to sponsor them. You could be the one that just pushes them and to say, you know what? I see the genius in you. Do you see the genius in yourself? Do you want to apply yourself? You don't need, you know what I mean? You're not going to be a nurse. You're not going to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? You go into all of these schools and getting into debt, you know what I mean, the same way that the parents are, the same way that the you know, all of these generations, the generation Y, X, all of it is, they all got caught in a motherfucking scam and they all in debt, you know what I mean? And it don't look good. So what's the best thing that you could do? If you're gonna do anything, you should be looking forward to what you know, what's gonna be popping in the next 3 to 4 years, what's gonna be popping in 5 years, and then apply yourself and dive feet first into that shit. And computer programming ain't going nowhere. What about if there's a solar flare? Well, then you worry about that shit then. What are you talking about? What if you get run over by a fucking bus, my nigga? Nobody's, you know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of what ifs. But we don't live in the what if world. We live in, you know, shit is popping right now. You getting the insight. People are giving you the forecast on what this shit is supposed to be estimated to look like and whatnot. I would bet my money on that before I bet on a solar flare or a fucking comet hitting the earth, or you niggas turning on CERN and all it is, and you're gonna get sucked through the black hole and whatnot. Miss me with the bullshit, because that's all y'all been doing since I known you. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody been doom and glooming it. Ever since I checked into this community, we were supposed to be destroyed 100 times if you let these niggas have it their way. We were supposed, the government have been supposed to overturn, the president's supposed to have been executed. You feel me? There's supposed to have been 18 coup d'etats, 23 fucking spaceships have supposed to have been landed. You know what I'm talking about? The ice belt, the fucking ice fucking shift, the shit's supposed to have been melted. You know what I mean? We supposed to have a swarm of fucking crickets and locusts to eat us alive. If I let you niggas have it your way, we been supposed to have been washed up, and nothing has happened. Fuck. Nothing.
To this day.
Not a thing. Not one thing that these niggas said was finna happen has happened. Not one, bro. All of the doom and gloomers, they predictions never come true. Think about that. The conspiracy theorists, maybe. You know what I mean? They got, you know, but the doom and gloom people who be talking about that the planet is gonna crash into each other. You know what I mean? And none of that shit ever came true, bro. Nothing. You know what I'm talking about? None of it. The only thing that comes true is that they still miserable. Not a fucking thing. So my question is, why you still be listening to that shit? Giving it your time and whatnot. Because I know you listening to it because y'all be in my inbox regurgitating that shit. Yo, Red, what do you think about CERN? Why you concerned? Why are you concerned, fam? There's nothing that you could do about it. What I do know is that Sirius is rising today. That's a fact. This shit is speculation. The fact is that we are in the dog days of summer. It's a red fucking summer. Niggas is out here drilling and killing and whatnot. Stay inside or keep your head on swivel. You know what I mean? And what I do know is that Sirius is rising, and that you could be sending your energy, you could be sending your motherfucking wishes, you could be sending your affirmations, you could be tapping into the cosmos right now. We're in a cosmic window. So during a cosmic window, right, we see what? A whole bunch of rituals taking place right before us. Look what happened today. Look what happened today, right? Look at this dude right here. He's a looker, right? Look at this guy. Wait. No, not him, right? This dude right here. I don't even, this nigga's mugshot looks mad crazy and whatnot, right? So today in the suburbs of Chicago, you had somebody tap in, right? And they did another ritual, okay, during the Sirius rising and whatnot, when this window was open, and they went ahead and they killed about 6 people and whatnot, right? They went ahead and killed about 6 people. But when I looked at an article, it said, this weekend in Chicago, 60 people already got shot outside of what they did over here. 60 people already done been shot. You know what I'm saying? And about a dozen of them niggas died in the hood. Right? So what is this thing that we keep seeing where These people, right, from the other side, they be out here drilling the police. You know what I'm talking about? They out here mass shooting the police. I'm talking about more than, you know what I mean? They bodying shit and they get arrested. You know what I'm talking about? They don't get shot up. They get arrested. They get abducted. You know what I mean? They get apprehended. You know what I'm talking about? So they got this dude in Kentucky. They was serving him with a domestic warrant. This nigga went and Peter rolled 3 cops. Right? He went and shot 3 cops. And he also shot the fucking K9 called Drago. He killed the dog. And you know, when you kill a dog, your ass is you're gonna get the DP. You getting death penalty. Like they're gonna find a way to fry your ass. You feel me? And then, right, today, this dude, right, in a suburb of Chicago, okay, he went ahead in broad daylight at a parade, right, with Matt Peckerwoods and whatnot. He went and sprayed the whole crowd up. This nigga looks crazy. Go and look at his mugshot. He looks crazy. I'm talking about, he looked like he got some issues, bro. Don't they all? But then at the same time, on the same back channel, you have a young brother, right, who works for, he worked for what did he work for? Uber Eats or whatnot. And he was being chased by the police in Ohio, Akron, Ohio, where the Giants are from, right? Akron, Ohio, near where Serpent Mound is. Akron, Ohio, where your boy LeBron is from, right? Young man. He runs from the police and they shot his ass 60 times, fired off 90 shots. He worked for DoorDash. You feel me? He made a dash for it and they killed him. And broad, they did more than just kill him. They lynched him. You know, they lynched him right on the police camera. They sent him up. You feel me? So how is it that this young man who's just running from the police, how these cowards are going to execute this young man, right? But when you shoot up crowds of people, like how they did with the school shooting and whatnot, when you shoot up crowds of people, like with the Buffalo shooting and whatnot, when you massacre elders and shit like that, women and men, you just get a slap on the wrist. You just get a slap on the wrist. So the rituals are in full swing. The rituals are in full swing. These people are casting spells. They doing what they've been doing, and they doing what they known for doing. We are in the dog days of summer. Like I said, you know what I mean? Be very mindful of the energy that you put into all of these situations and these incidents and whatnot. At the end of the day, it's still a huge distraction. As heinous as it is, and as heartbreaking as some of these stories are, it's still a distraction because they waste a whole bunch of time on the news talking about who's dead and who's shooting what up and whatnot. But they're not going to talk about Sirius rising. They're not going to talk about the planet's alignment. They're not going to talk about the fact that this year in 2022 was a once in a lifetime event that hasn't happened in 3,000 years today, to this day, on this day. No, yesterday. But that window, the window opened up on the 3rd and whatnot, and that window is going to be opened up for a while, for a few, I would say up until the 10th and whatnot. So there's some energy coming to this planet that I highly suggest that you be outside in the early morning or the early rising and whatnot, barefoot, capturing the rays of the sun, right? And the midnight sun and the sun as it comes up and whatnot. I highly suggest that you utilize the fact that there's a heat wave going on. I know in Atlanta there's a heat wave, and I'm sure that there's a heat wave in other states and whatnot. You know, utilize that heat from the sun and whatnot. There's solar rays coming. There's a whole bunch of solar flares that are hitting this planet and whatnot. There's a lot of information coming in. There's a lot of instructions coming in. Really tap in if that's what it is that you do. You know what I mean? Even if you are somebody who goes to the other side with the plant medicine and whatnot, I would say that this is the time to go ahead and take that motherfucking trip. And then the next trip will be the Lionsgate, which is August the 8th and whatnot. But we're in a very powerful window. Like I said, the dog days of summer, that's Sirius right there. That's when Sirius is rising. But it is also the beginning of the Jason months. July, August, September, October, November. So you're going to see rituals turn up. You're going to see war and rumors of war. You're going to begin to see this quote unquote recession, the fear that they're going to pump about the recession, the fear that they're going to pump about inflation, the fear that they're going to pump about the food shortages. All of that shit is going to be turning up a little bit more, a few notches during the dog days of summer. Keep your head on swivel and don't fall into the fear paradigm. You be the alchemist, utilize that, all of that shit that they putting out there, and flip that shit. Flip it, my friends. You know what I'm talking about? Be able to be an alchemist, flip it and utilize it to, you know, to empower you. You know what I mean? Use that shit like they use the motherfucking batteries to charge a Tesla. Use it to charge yourself up. You know what I'm talking about? That's basically what the only thing that you could do with this at this time is to flip the energy and use it for your own benefits. Okay? Because it's not that serious. We've been through this shit every cycle. This is a continuum. You know what I'm talking about? There's nothing going on today that wasn't going on yesterday. You feel me? There's nothing going on today that was not going on yesterday. You know what I mean? So let that shit do what it do. Congratulations on the 200th episode. Why, thank you. You know what I mean? Why, thank you. I really appreciate that, you know? Yeah. The person is already in fear, hence they run. So why react violently? How can an active shooter shoot kids and the cops given a chance to go in and blast are staying back saying that they are scared? Because the cops are scared when that gun is going off. They're not scared when you running from them. They see fear when you run from them. So that even emboldens them. When you walk down on them, though, you know what I'm talking about? When you start putting in that work, when you letting that gun go off, you know, they're not really trained to be in combat like that. They're really trained to, you know, pull up 8 deep and to, you know, threaten and coerce single mothers and shit like that and body slam children. Where was you at for the Essence Festival? I'm not part of the Essence Festival, fam. I wasn't performing at the Essence Festival, so why would I be there? You know, Blue Pill was out there doing his thing. So shout out to Blue and everybody else that was there. But yeah, that wasn't for me. So the best way to take advantage of the current energy is to be outside with the sunrise. I mean, that's just one thing. You feel me? That's just one thing. I would tap into my meditations, right? I would tap into, if you near an ocean, I would get into that ocean and whatnot. I would get into that water. You feel me? I would tap into the currents of the ocean of mama, not the pool. No offense to everybody that got the pool in their backyard, but not the chlorine pool, the salt water of the ocean, right? I would walk barefoot as much as possible. You feel me? I would hug a tree or two. I would eat a lot of fruits. You know what I mean? Non-GMO. You know what I'm talking about? I would stay a little bit off of the meat. Pause. You know what I mean? You know, like how they barbecuing and whatnot, serving up fucking glizzies and you know, hamburgers and shit. I would stay off of the processed foods. I would stay off of shit like that, especially when they're talking about food shortages and whatnot. I would begin to wean myself off of my sugar addiction and my salt addiction and my processed food addictions. You feel me? The Highland Park shooter is on YouTube as Awake the rapper. Yeah, man. Rappers, I mean, that's Chicago, right? You know what I'm talking about? The rappers shoot in Chicago, so it's no surprise. Yeah, the glizzy, you know what I mean? You niggas is out here deep throating glizzies. So I would use the opportunity of this summer to kind of like lighten up. There's enough information from teachers out there like KT the Arts Degree, Yaki, and a few other people about the benefits of fruit, right? The fructose, the sugar from the fruits, the water from the fruits, watermelons with seeds and whatnot. Of course, the citrus fruits and whatnot. I'm talking about sun melons, watermelons, all of these things. You feel me? Like tap in strawberries, shit like that, you know, at least for this window. I would even fast if it's possible and doable in your circumstance. I would go on a 2 to 3 day fast and whatnot with only water, because like I said, this window opened up on the 3rd. This is a very powerful window that we're looking at. As you can see, the chaos magicians, they're doing their due diligence to create chaos and to create fear and to spill blood and whatnot. They're gonna utilize this window to make whatever type of rituals that they're trying to perform. They're gonna get it back in blood. You, on the other end, that's not what you're doing and whatnot. What you're gonna be doing is you're just gonna be tapping into nature and whatnot. You're gonna be accepting the rays because you're you know what I mean. You're not on some demonic shit. You know what I'm talking about? You're here to, you want to lighten up your heart. You feel me? You want to receive the information from the higher realms and whatnot. You want to tap into your higher self. You're not going to get that by having fucking active shootings and whatnot. You're not going to get that by having mass shootings and whatnot. You're not, you know what I mean? Don't get enticed by what these demonic people are doing and whatnot. There's an energy on this planet. Okay, there's an energy on this planet that is very, very malefic these days, very demonic, very low energy, very, very low energy. And the energy is beginning to entice other people to follow it and whatnot. You know what I mean? So you don't want to succumb to that type of shit. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want to succumb to that type of stuff. You want to let that shit completely, you want to ignore all of that. You know what I mean? You don't want to feed that no type of energy. You know what I'm talking about? When it calls you, you don't want to answer it. That part. Walk with your crystals. Charge them up. Stay with your tribe. You know what I mean? Do things with the tribe. And I talked about the difference between the tribe and the family. I'm not a proponent of leaving your family high and dry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people to be like, fuck your family. Hell to the nah. Love your family. Respect your family. Appreciate your family. You're the guardian of your family at this point because you got the most knowledge and whatnot. You the big homie. You dig what I'm saying? You're responsible for them. So they are like children right now in the realms of consciousness. They are considered to be children. They're minors and shit like that. You've taken it upon yourself the same way when they was like, oh, I'm the only one in my family that went to college and whatnot. Well, goddamn it, you the only one in your family that went to the real motherfucking college, the school of knowledge and whatnot. So you're still responsible for doing what? Breaking generational curses. Even if they don't listen to you, it doesn't matter and whatnot. Even if they don't listen to you, it does not matter. They're not really supposed to be listening to you. You're supposed to be listening to yourself. You know what I'm talking about? You're supposed to be listening to your teachers and whatnot. A lot of us are so fast to run to our people and whatnot. We haven't even graduated class yet. You feel me? We ain't even take a major fucking test and whatnot. You just get one piece of information. Mama, did you know that Jesus is not real? She like, nigga, get out my house. What you talking about? You know what I'm talking about? That's my, you know what I'm talking about? That's bae. You know what I mean? Here it is. You trying to pull the rug from underneath, your family and whatnot, and you doing it the wrong way. You doing it the wrong way. You're doing it the wrong way. You have to show and prove. You still have something that you have to show and prove at the end of the day. Your mama had you and your grandmama had your mama or your daddy and whatnot. They still kind of, they still hold rank. So at the end of the day, the information that you are receiving is for you, is to edify you. You know what I mean? If you're going to transform from a caterpillar into a butterfly in their presence, don't do it in an arrogant way. Of course, you're going to get some pushback and whatnot because people do not they don't respect what they don't understand. They hate what they don't understand. They actually fear what they don't understand. There's not a lot of reference points to who it is that you're becoming and whatnot. It's one thing if you were to be like, yo, I'm shaving off all of my hair. I'm going into the armed service. I'm on my G.I. Joe shit. They have a reference point to be like, well, this is what the veterans look like. I know somebody that was in the armed services. So I know little Johnny is going to come back and this is what he's going to be on. You like, yo, I'm growing locks and whatnot. I don't use deodorant anymore. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want fluoride toothpaste. I'm not finna eat your food and shit like that. I'm sun gazing. Move out the way. You know what I mean? I'm throwing my TV away. They like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Who does this shit? They looking on BET and Netflix. They can't even find a reference point. You're super weird to them. You're like a fucking alien right now. They think that you're on the edge of losing your mind. So tread lightly, my friends. Especially if you niggas is not paying rent. Tread lightly. You know what I'm talking about? For you get that eviction notice for being super weird up in the motherfucking up in your domicile, up in your crib. You know what I mean? You might want to keep that shit on the tuck. Y'all playing Bobby Hemmett on Bluetooth. You know what I'm talking about? And your auntie is like, who that nigga is? What he said about the church? You know what I mean? Like, you playing Panic on the Bluetooth. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta tread lightly, bro. You gotta tread lightly, bro. You gotta tread lightly. I'm at the point in my consciousness that I be like compromising sometimes. You feel me? If I go to a barbecue, they be like, you want a glizzy? I'm like, nah, I don't eat hot dogs. But I take some potato chips. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's you compromise, you meet them halfway. You want something to drink? I don't do the alcohol, but I'll take a beer. You know what I mean? Got some fucking Guinness stout. You know what I'm talking about? Don't make them feel like they the oddballs. Don't make them feel like they the motherfucking state, like they're the like they played out and whatnot. Don't make them feel like you bigger than them. Like don't go arrogant on your peoples. Because at the end of the day, you are gonna edify who you are. You're you getting you right. You chose to incarnate to be a part of this bloodline and shit like that. You signed a contract. So there's obviously something that you have to be working out with these family members, even if these family members are pieces of shit, bro. Even if these family members have mad issues and they put you through all kind of ringers and whatnot, you got to figure out what the lesson is, though. What part do you play in this bloodline? You might really be there to disrupt shit, but that's not for everybody. You know what I mean? That is not for everybody. So you should be figuring out what the purpose of what it is that you're doing. You're the black sheep of the family, but you really there to save them. You know what I'm talking about? You really there to save them. It might not even be the older ones in the family. It might be their children that you're going to be, that's going to be inspired by you in about 10 to 20 years when this shit becomes very mainstream and whatnot. You're an anomaly because you're walking a path, the path that's less traveled and whatnot. But this path is becoming wider by the day. You dig what I'm saying? It's not like the path that you're walking is getting slimmer by the day and more people are moving away from it. No, if you pay attention, more people are catching on and they're like, yo, I want to be a part of this community or this thing. I want to be a part. And I'm not saying I want to be a part of this quote unquote movement. I want to learn. I want knowledge because people, the 85ers or whatnot, or the majority, the people that, the useless eaters that are out there, they're being exposed to higher consciousness through whatever platforms that they frolic, and you know what I mean, they're being exposed to that shit through wokeness. They're being exposed to it through, you know, some of their favorite some of their favorite artists and shit like that. They're starting to be woke and they're saying shit. Some of their favorite athletes, you know, they're hearing this shit. You feel me? They're being exposed to it. So it's not your job. You just stay on your fucking dean, because they're going to test you. They're going to see if your resolve is what it is. They're going to send, you know what I mean? They're going to send distractions your way to see if you really about that life. So instead of you trying to preach and whatnot and get on your soapbox, you should be focusing on how I'm going to be 10 toes down and how am I going to resist temptation and whatnot. How I'm not going to fold my hands in front of my peoples or my friends or my families or my coworkers, because I already know that they're trying to test me. You know what I'm talking about? They want me to be, they would rather feel, they're going to feel more comfortable if I'm in a pig pen with them versus that if I'm outside the motherfucking barn looking at them chewing hay and I'm like, hey guys, you know what I mean? You don't got to be in the barn, right? You know, you don't got to be in the barn. And it's not easy. It's easier said than done. That shit sounds cute and everything. It's not always easy. It's easier said than done. But I promise you, in the long run, because this is the long game, that we're not playing short term. We playing a long game. Okay, this is a long hand. We playing a long game. So in a long term, it's gonna all work out. Never outshine the master. You damn right. There you go. I don't even really fuck with the law of power like that because it's so Romanistic and whatnot. But that shit stands true. Never outshine the master. Even if you don't live at your mama house and you got your own crib and whatnot, you hiring a, you know, your Seymour shit is popping. You got you a 6,000 square foot mansion and whatnot, or for fucking elderberry and Seymour. You know what I mean? It's still not time to pop your collar and to act all arrogant, because the same people that you shit on the way up is the same people that you're gonna see on the way down. You know what I'm talking about? Your family is still your family, bruh. You know, but your tribe, though, your tribe, the ones who think like you, the ones who know, you know, they know the nuances of you know what it is that you want. They know your journey and your path. They don't want to see you slip and fall. They there to hold you down. Yeah. Those people you should really be pouring into right now. Those people you should be checking in on every now and then and finding out, is there anything that I could do for you? Versus, yo, I need you to do something for me. These are the bonds that you should be building and strengthening and whatnot. And, you know, we all on the internet. A lot of us met each other on the internet. But this ain't the end all be all. This is just the beginning. I tell people all the time, I'm like Han Solo in The Empire Strikes Back. I'm trapped in this fucking glass right here. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like dude on Superman 3, General Yard or Zod and whatnot. I'm trapped into this glass, into this tesseract, into this fucking cube and whatnot. This box that you see me in. This is a prison to me until you see me in real life. You feel me? Until you see me in real life, because you have no idea who I am by just watching me on the fucking internet. You know what I'm talking about? And that goes for every single other person on the internet. I throw myself in that bag so I don't try to exclude myself like I'm some fucking anomaly. No, you don't know me and you don't know anybody else on these YouTube streets and whatnot. You don't know nobody until you not even until you meet them, until you at least spend a week with them. Break bread. They say you don't know a person until you go to the bar with them. You don't know a person until they've been put under some type of adversity. How you know somebody if you don't know how they is under pressure? You know what I'm talking about? You just know them when they got their mask on and whatnot, when they putting on for you and yours. When they on a fucking stage and whatnot, But you don't know who a person is after they got punched in their face. Are they gonna fight or front? Is it fight or flight with these niggas? You know what I'm talking about? Is this nigga really stand up, or he finna lay down and start crying? Cause he talk a good one. You know what I'm talking about? He out here bumping his gums. He talk a good one, but he on the internet. If you can't get on the internet and talk shit, then my nigga, hang it up. You know what I'm talking? Like, if you can't get on the internet and act tough, then you don't have no fucking hope in life. You know? So it starts, yeah, you get to see people how they carry themselves online, but you know, really, if you got somebody that you call your tribe, y'all should be in the real world going camping and shit like that. You know what I mean? Take away all of the take each other out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you're gonna go, you know, motherfuckers are gonna go vacation to the islands and to paradise here and there. But what about going to just go camping, leaving your phone in the car, you know, leave all the electronics, you know what I'm saying? Go simply camping. Pitch a tent, my niggas. You know what I mean? And go somewhere off the fucking grid. You know what I mean? You really get to know a person then. And that's just, to be honest with you, that's just a dry run to if shit really goes down and you need to get the fuck out of the cities and whatnot. At least with your tribe, yeah, I have already experienced going off the grid, you know, tapping in to whatever needs to be tapped into and whatnot. You know, my whole thing is, if I can't heal around you, then I really can't be around you. I don't trust you. You know, I trust people that you know, I do healing ceremonies and whatnot. And that's a good way to bond with people. You know, even though you got to be careful with shit like that, because motherfuckers be having all kind of spirits and things on them that should jump on you. You know, that should have jumped on you. So that, you know, that you gotta use some discernment with that as well. You know, you just don't want to open up your aura to just anybody. There has to be a level of trust involved with the group. Don't just be going around no fucking strangers and whatnot. They be having these ayahuasca ceremonies and these shroom ceremonies, and it be, you know, mad strangers. You know, you rolling the dice. You know what I'm talking about? Not to say that that's the most negative thing that can happen, but you really rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that y'all doing it right. You know what I mean? And have a shaman on deck that is trusted. You know, there's a lot of shamans out here with a lot of dirt on their names, and they got a lot of smudges on their characters and shit like that. So you don't want to just tap into any shaman. Do your research. You know. Jay said, you could come to my family crib. My mom will cook anything you desire because you're a guest. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's them super moms right there, you know. That's them super moms. They'll whip up whatever. Oh, you want some impossible chitlins? Okay, well, we'll make that. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. Just make yourself comfortable now. Make yourself comfortable. You need to do a detox and douche. Yeah, well, all right, get to it. You know, get to it. You know what I'm talking about? It's waiting for you. You know, a lot of people have this fear component when it comes to healing and whatnot. But I never met anybody that died healing. I never met anybody that went healing and regretted it. I never met anybody that went for a healing and was like, yeah, that was the wrong decision to make. You know, I should have just stayed fucking dirty. I should have just stayed traumatic with my trauma. No, that's not what you hear. You know, it's a bumpy road depending on the individual. We all got shit with us. You know what I mean? It's a bumpy ass road. You know what I'm talking about? You're going to go through the fire, the proverbial fire. Yeah, you going through that. But as long as you know that you are going to come out of that bitch unscathed and a better person, and once you make it through the fire, right, that's where the motherfucking pot of gold is gonna be, then you will be more susceptible to make it happen. Because nobody's gonna be able to hold your hand when it comes to your healing and you dealing with your trauma and your shadow work. That's something that you're gonna have to handle on your own. And a lot of us are not used to handling things on our own, and we run from shit like that. You feel me? Because we want to be a part of the group. We we feel comfortable with groupthink. We want a trauma bond. We would rather link up with people and talk about our problems and dump all kind of toxicity on them and all of our fucking baggage than we would if we linked up with some people that was like, I'm ready to burn these bags. Are you? I'm ready to throw these fucking bags off the cliff. Are you? You know what I mean? I'm ready to stop blaming everybody and look within. Are you? So when you find people like that, then you're finding your tribe, you know, and it's all in communication. And it's all what you bring to yourself, what you begin to manifest and what you magnetize. We in the internet age. You could magnetize somebody from anywhere, motherfucker. You could magnetize off planet people at this point. The possibilities is endless. Does healing remove memory? What healing does is it helps with memory. Yes, it helps with memory. I don't know about removing memories. You feel me? I don't know about removing memories, like how they got that shit on Men in Black where they could just remove your memory. You know, memories don't live like people do. They always remember you, whether things are good or bad. You know? What it can do though is it can help you with whatever memory may be traumatizing you. It can help soften up the weight of that memory. You know, it helps you accept the memory. Yes. Yes. Sometimes when we run from memories turn into monsters and whatnot. Memories become more bigger and darker, and memories, it's almost like false expectations appearing real when you scared to jump in the water because you think you might drown, but you in a kiddie pool. So you gassing yourself up, you know what I mean? Based off of your reference point that you almost drowned before and whatnot. So you're using that as an anchor to make you more fearful of doing that shit again. But you're in a kiddie pool. It's only 3 feet, fam. It's only 3 feet. You know? So sometimes we have to face those memories because the more that we run from it, it gets bigger and darker and it gains more power over us. But the minute we turn and look at it and whatnot, we be like, damn, I thought that had happened, but it didn't really happen like that. I kind of like, I kind of was embellishing it. You know what I mean? It wasn't really that bad. You know? So that part. But you need that MLB pen. Me and my little sister taught so many black people. Huh? What that mean? Yeah, fear is the gateway, y'all. I mean, I've been stifled by fear in my life. I've been quote unquote crippled by fear in some situations. You feel me? Fear has everybody's human. We all got fears. Don't ever let nobody sit around and act like they this big bad, fearless person. And no, fear is real, and fear is kind of is warranted. And sometimes you got to face that shit. You know what I mean? You got to walk to it. And that's where character is built. That's where courage is built. How do you know that you are courageous if you don't face your fears? How, Sway? You just woke up like that? No, you built your courage up. You know what I mean? You proven to yourself that you're courageous in the face of adversity, in the face of when you see somebody fangs come out and whatnot, in the face of situations that would have made a motherfucker fold up like a beach chair. You stood up. You know what I mean? You stood straight. You're the jet pillar. You know what I'm saying? You're the jet pillar. Your spine was erect. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting down and folding and whatnot, you stood taller. That's when you know that fear is working for you and not against you. Fear is necessary the same way that the ego is. They all play a part. People be thinking that you could just get rid of it, and that's not what it is. We all have something that's fearing that we fear. You know? I was a big proponent of plant medicine, and I still am to a degree, but it's just a level of responsibility because I began to see the other side of what that shit is because people started using shrooms recreationally. You know what I mean? They started using all of this plant medicine as a recreation versus through ceremony and for the purpose of it. And then they started hustling it. You feel me? Then they turned it into another hustle, like they turned everything else into a hustle. You know what I'm talking about? They turned the plant-based medicine into the same thing that they turned sea moss into, a hustle, a grind, something to pay the bills. And that's why them people was keeping that shit away out of the hands of niggas and whatnot. They was hiding that information. They was in the fucking jungles and shit, like in a rainforest with that ayahuasca and them other motherfucking medicine. They was not letting that shit out because they knew what it was gonna be. And now when I look around, I'm like, damn, they niggerized this shit. Just like that, like immediately. You know what I'm saying? They ain't waste no time. This all happened during the fucking lockdown. You know? So I talk about it, but I'm not gonna be the face of it. I'm not gonna be a proponent, you know what I mean? Like we all adults and we responsible for our growth and development. You know, there's enough information on this internet. There's enough information if you want to consult with people and talk mouth to ear and whatnot. There's enough information that's out there to get you in that direction. You know what I mean? You don't need me to be the poster child or the brand ambassador for shit like that because that's not what I'm out here to do. You ain't supposed to eat shrooms every day. Yeah, you're not supposed to smoke weed every day, right? Remember, weed is called sacrament. Weed was used in ceremony, right? Weed was not recreational like that. It was used in ceremony, like tobacco was used in ceremony, and other things were used in ceremony. The motherfucking coca leaves was used in ceremony, but now these niggas is out here snorting and sniffing, they fucking nose lining away. You know? Niggas is like, yo, I want to rap like Cambada, so I'm just gonna take these fucking cocktails of mad different barbiturates every day. They doing chemicals, they doing plant-based, they mixing the two. They chasing dragons and whatnot out in these streets. They listen to certain people teaching and whatnot. They aspire to be intelligent like that, so they just blowing their fucking pineal gland away with ODing and whatnot, smashing 10 grams of fucking shrooms and shit like that. You know, trying once again to do what? To get instant gratification and to microwave a process that you can't microwave. You dig? You can't be like you can't tap into the gifts that somebody is bestowed with, you feel me, through no type of drugs. I don't know who the fuck told you that that's how you do it. The same way that the knuckle draggers is out here popping pills, they on the motherfucking Xannies and whatnot, they on the Percocets, they drinking lean and shit like that because they want to get the future flow. They want to flow like Future. He done threw them niggas for a loop because that's not even what he's on to get into his flow state. He hit him with a blind. Look, try this. Niggas is out there overdosing and shit like that, and he's over here probably meditating and fucking, you know, drinking sea moss. That nigga's not stupid. You know? So weed to have you tired as hell. Yeah, there's new weed. This shit is like cocaine. This new weed different. I be smoking that new weed, man. I be sitting in this office here slumped over, my nigga. I be slumped sometimes. Like a nigga done hit a fucking like you know what I'm talking about? Like nigga from 5 Heart. I be looking like Leon from 5 Heartbeats with the weed that they out here smoking. Shit. I'm good right now. Hell no. Now that Zaza, that rapper weed, that should have you lined up. I'm dead ass. Niggas talking about CERN. Nigga, that shit right there. I smoked some shit that had me in a large holler drink. I thought I was in CERN when I smoked that. I thought I was in another nigga. I thought portals was opening up. Like, goddamn, what the fuck was this that I just smoked? What the fuck? I think I see Thanos, nigga. You gotta be careful. You know, talk about these niggas is out here lacing shit, bro. This shit laced. You know? Yeah, Chris Tucker and Dead President. They be having niggas in a chicken coop like this is Friday. You know what I mean? I'm good on that new weed. Shit. I'm good on that new weed. They got oh yeah, they selling that K2 on 125th in Lexington. They got that KTZ. I was just in New York though. Yo, I was in New York last week. Everybody in New York is smoking good. You know what I'm talking about? And it wasn't like that before. Everywhere that I went, niggas had bags and bags and bags of rapper weed. Everybody in New York. I never was in New York where you just have joints laying around. Niggas had joints just laying around. Like motherfuckers rolling shit up and just leaving it there. That was never, we've never seen no shit like that ever before. Niggas was taking roaches and busting it down. You feel me? You couldn't even have a roach in an ashtray. The roach couldn't be safe, my nigga. Roaches couldn't even spend the weekend with each other. Like niggas was busting roaches down. Now I'm going to cribs and they just got weed laying around. I'm like, nigga, we in abundance. We living in abundance. This is a different day and age right now. You niggas done came up. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, you could blow freely. I was blowing a joint walking by the fuzz, my nigga. That shit felt different. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm looking over my shoulders trying to see if this nigga's finna run down on me and whatnot. You could smoke in the streets. You could blow it down. It's different in New York. It is different in New York. And New Jersey got the legal weed and it's just different. Shit different on the East Coast right now. And they about to start handing out handguns. Yeah, shit is about to be very different in the town. I promise you. You know, you blew one on Wall Street. Yeah, man. Oh, you could do that in the Chi too. That's what's up. Hell yeah, that shit is different. We not used to that. We like this is a setup. You know, niggas don't trust that one. They looking around for the cameras and like, hold on, man. They might YSL us. They might Rico the kid, man. I'll be careful. You know? You said it ain't like that in London. Well, you need to come across the pond until it is. You know what I'm talking about? They be blowing in Times Square. Shit. They was blowing in Times Square before the shit was legalized. I could imagine. Whew. Shit. I know Times Square is Zaza land. You know what I mean? It's Zaza Gabor. I know Times Square, man, the motherfucker, you can't even see the motherfucking lights. It's probably so cloudy with weed smoke. God damn it. But yeah, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Times are changing. The only thing that's constant is change. The only thing that's constant is change. So the world is changing gradually. The great reset is upon us. Shit is definitely resetting, and it's resetting in our favor, and it's resetting in our benefits, and it's resetting the way that the ancestors wanted it to reset. That's what I'm seeing. I look at the glass half full, it's not half empty. you know you know is income streams out here that you could tap into. You could make money playing video games, my nigga. Marijuana is legal in many places, and so shrooms is next. You know what I mean? There's 100,000 ways to make bread off of any state that has legal marijuana, and it don't got nothing to do with selling the marijuana in a dispensary. That's just one income stream. There's a whole bunch of other ways to get it outside of that. It's not legal in Georgia. Shit, say who? They out here smoking. They chiefing in out here in Georgia like we in a motherfucking Colorado or something. What are you talking about? They out here chiefing like we in motherfucking Cali. I know in Atlanta, there's this thing where they don't stop you. They can't arrest you for a certain amount or something, I guess. But I seen niggas blowing in front of police out here. Like, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You said martial law is on the way? Who, Marshall Mathers? What you talking about? Marshall Mathers? Secure your Web3 name. Yeah, I think I got my Web3 name secured. Red Pillar at ETH. Let me change it real quick. Yeah, I got that. I got that. You know what I'm talking about? Cali, where I'm at. Y'all weed everywhere is trash. I think we got Cali weed where I'm at. Last time I checked, that shit is from Cali. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so that's what it is. I hope y'all hitting up that Cash App, man. You know what I mean? I hope y'all hitting up that Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Show the brother some love, for making it 200 episodes. I'm really more than 200 episodes, to be honest with you, because I have Melanin Tuesdays and Melanin Wednesdays that I just can't overlook. You know what I mean? I still got to add that up and shit because, those are real episodes. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping gems. I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing tonight. You know what I mean? So, we might be over 200. I'm gonna have to reassess. I got to do a recount. You know what I mean? And I got to count my Third Eye Thursdays. But we working. We working. We working. I'm taking some requests though. Moving forward. For 200th episode, that the only thing constant is change, right? I want to know from the audience, what are some things that we could change? You know what I mean? I'm willing to apply some things to change things up a little bit. What are some things that I could change on this platform, right? Or this program, right? Because Melanin Monday is like it's different than other programs that we have, because this is me building with my audience and whatnot. This is not a show that I bring guests on. This is not a show that I bring other teachers and speakers. That's what we do on like Wednesdays. That's when you see KTL Radio or KTL Media presents. This right here is it's a little bit different. So I'm taking some advice from the brothers and sisters out there, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this show more so than any other show, is about the audience. This is not about Red Pill. Melanin Monday is about the audience. You know what I'm saying? And so is Third Eye Thursday to a degree. You know what I mean? This is about y'all. So, what do y'all think? You know what I mean? Ooh, them cash apps is coming in. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. You know what I mean? Thank y'all. Constructive criticism is always warranted. You know what I'm saying? Constructive criticism is always warranted. You know, I've been kind of like looking at old episodes and seeing, you know, assessing the growth and development from my personal vantage point. Episode number 1 was off of a phone. That shit was mad grainy and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? That shit was mad grainy. You know, it just, you know, it's this shit right here was this looks like leaps and bounds compared to episode number 1. So maybe some visual learning, slides and such. Okay, I do that. You know, I do that. Yeah. That's you know, that's that be taking time and shit like that. That be taking time. So we could do that, but you know, that has to, you know, more engaging. What you mean by that, Shyla? More engaging. Let me know. What you mean by more engaging? Like I wanna get a better idea what that means. A leopard doesn't change its spots. Question and answer topics so audience can get involved, see where their jewels are at. I like that, Brave Boy G. I like that. Question and answer topics. Let me screenshot this. Boop. I like that. Okay. We're going to take that right there. I'm going to take that to my team and we're going to sit with that. Showcase your music. I like that as well. I like that as well. Showcase your music. Okay, I'm gonna play a video. Just because you said that, I'm gonna do a world premiere of the song that I opened up with. I'm gonna do a world premiere before we get out of here. I'm gonna premiere some music and whatnot because yes, from what I see, people might not even know that we do music, but those that do know that we do music, you know, they appreciate the music. They be asking for the music. So yeah, we might throw that out there. Okay, bingo night. Okay. Yeah, more viewer call-in segments. Okay. A poll on topics, a poll on explain what that this I'm trying to understand what that means. Okay. Poll on show topic Sunday. I like that. I like that. But explain that, you know, expound on that a little bit. Tap in with other guests that you had in the past, especially family. Okay, okay. Mental Health Mondays. Okay. You would like to see Yaki and KT link. I would like to see that too. Shit. I would definitely like to see that. We're gonna have to work on that. Taking a few questions from some callers would be cool. All right. Okay. Can't wait to smoke a beast pack. It's been a long time coming. On current issues and events. That's what I do. That's what I do. I do that. I already do that. I just want to fine tune what I've been doing because at the end of the day, you know, for me to sleep comfortable at night, it's all about leveling up. I have to level up. You know what I mean? It has to be leveled up more or taught. Okay, you want some indigenous links and topics? I've been on my Instagram, KTL University on Instagram. I've been reposting a lot of indigenous information, and not to be like condescending on brothers and sisters that are of a different mind state and whatnot. I've been coming across some compelling research. There's some brothers and sisters, the TikTok mafia with the 1 minute shit. They've been going hard. They've been going hard. So I've been reposting shit on my Instagram, and I've been willing, I'm willing to really dive in, but a lot of that shit, you feel me, is real touchy. It's real touchy. But if you know Red and Blue, if you know us, then you know that I'm all around the board. I'm not anti-Pan-African. I love and respect my brothers and sisters from the continent. I love my brothers and sisters who came from the continent, whether you came on a boat or whether you came on a plane. You know what I'm talking about? Whether you came at the bottom of a boat or whether you came with Mansa Musa and shit like that. I'm not here to judge nobody. Like we could get along, and I could see eye level with my brothers and sisters, right? But I know for a fact that the spell that the Europeans and the Masonic, the Black Boulets put on our brothers and sisters, right? And told them that we all came from one place and that we were all one type of people and that we all had the same fate. Like we was all cotton pickers. None of us had nothing going on in life. We was all subservient. We was all in chains. We was all victims. I know that type of teaching is it's an impeding type of teach. It's one of the reasons why our generations don't function like the generations that came before us, who was getting more shit done than us, because they didn't have those same lessons. You know what I'm talking about? Before Hollywood and before Roots and before niggas started playing around, with these colorable terms and whatnot, and before a lot of things what was going on through media, the mass manipulation of moving pictures through media and radio, commercials, and all of these things with Edward Bernays, Century of Self, where they were just pushing propaganda on us left and right. I know for a simple fact that our grandparents and our great-grandparents and the people who were landowners and the brothers who used to build shit with their hands and shit like that, and people who didn't have how people just got out of slavery and they was out here opening up towns and shit like that. How people just got out of quote unquote so-called slavery and motherfuckers was owning, they had gold. They had acres, they had estates, my nigga. They didn't have a house, they had estates, hundreds of acres. They was building towns. And what about the grandparents that told people that they wasn't slaves, that they didn't come on no ships? You gonna ignore them? So my spirit is compelling me to be like, yo, stand on the fucking truth, bro. We're in 2022. That shit that they sold us is not real. And because we living in a falsehood, and because we're living in a false reality, and because we allowed them to put us in this fucking box, and because we're allowing these people to give us a false depiction of who we are, your perception, what you perceive is what you believe. And what you believe is what you perceive. So the fact that people are looking at each other and don't see the worth in each other, the fact that brothers and sisters are looking at each other and see hate in their eyes for each other, it really stems to the point that we don't have no fucking adoration for our bloodlines, for who we are, for where we came from, for what we mean to this planet. Fuck being in the eyes of some European. Who the fuck cares about they're never gonna see you for who the fuck you are, the way that you see yourself. They'll never be able to see that. That's a fact. They'll never be able to see that. Only you gonna see the greatness in you. When am I coming to Jamaica? We was aiming for the star. We was aiming for the Lions Gate, but as you can see, I've been doing a lot of shit, and I haven't gotten time to promote. So I'm aiming at either the end of August or sometime in September. You know what I mean? And I know that's kind of gonna be, because people got, They got 9 to 5s and shit like that. But we're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna work it out. Link up with Urban X. I just saw Black Dot. He came to AA Rashid's lecture, and we were talking and everything about doing something and building and whatnot. Shout out to Malcolm. Shout out to Black Dot. If y'all don't know, that's my big homie. That's my OG, right? The Black Dot got us started up back in the days and whatnot. That's the big homie. So whatever he says that he wants to do, then we gonna do it. You know what I mean? And that's how that shit works. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the big homie. You feel me? And he believed in me and my brother when we first came on the scene. So it's whatever Black Dot wants to do. You know what I mean? Because that's the big homie. And you know, that's how we give it up. You know what I'm saying? We give it up to the to our you know, to our elders and shit. I'm gonna be opening up for Ajra Quasi too. This is a random. I'm gonna be opening up talk because the big homie talk just got me reminded me. I'll be opening up for Ajra Quasi in October in Atlanta. October the 9th specifically. We're gonna be doing something in Stone Mountain. It's the same place where Panic is gonna be doing his book signing and whatnot in August. We're gonna be doing an event. King Simon presents King Simon production. As you know, King Simon is in Atlanta, and he's gonna be getting his production on. His first event, his first big event, is gonna be with Baba Ajra Quasi, Brother Red Pill. I'll be opening up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm honored to be on that ticket and on that bill. Baba Ajra Quasi is one of the first master teachers who opened up me and Blue Pill's eyes to consciousness. You feel me? You know, and he's been on our show, Know the Ledge Radio, on Blog Talk over the years and whatnot. You feel me? And I'm just honored. You know what I mean? Like, that's the big homie right there. I'm honored to be on that bill. So I'm giving y'all a heads up. You know what I mean? October is gonna come around real quick. You feel me? It's gonna come around real quick. If you ate from any of the 200 plates that Red served, sock it to his pocket. Show appreciation.
To this day. To this day.
That's a word. That's a word. You know what I mean? That's a word. If I changed your life, if I turned your lights on, if I help steer you in a certain direction, if I help pull you out a certain type of place, sock it to the pocket. You know what I'm talking about? And I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I appreciate you because you know, you took this information and you did something with it. You know what I mean? It's really on you. It's not on me. You know what I'm talking about? It's really on you. It's not on me, because I got the information, but if you don't do nothing with it, then you don't know what this information is really about. You just hearing that shit. But once you live it, it's a whole nother difference. It's like reading about climbing a mountain and actually getting on Stone Mountain and climbing that bitch. Two different experiences. We live in the age of experience. I would highly suggest that anybody that you listen to in these days and times, they're giving you stuff that you can experience. You know what I mean? All of that other shit, that was back in the days. That was 2010, 11, 12, 13. We not in those eras no more. We in a new era, to whereas the information has to be applicable. Allowing the audience to upload community events in their region for those who are traveling. You saying that I should do that on this show? I have a Discord, and on the Discord, we have a community board for events and all kind of things. And everybody that's a part of my Discord, we don't stop anybody from doing anything. So that's the community over there. On YouTube, this is a commercial. This is a commercial right here. YouTube is like a commercial. You feel me? YouTube is a commercial platform. So there's, you know, I'm really just here building with the fam, chopping it up. You feel me? But this ain't where the magic happens. You know what I mean? We over there on Discord. I've done more building on Discord with that community in the last 6 months than I have on damn near 10 years on YouTube. And that's no offense to the YouTube, but the way that this shit is set up, this is social media. This is not social networking. There's limits to this bitch right here. This is just set up for, you know, it ain't that much into action. It ain't that much into action. The Discord is called Netterverse. If I have anybody, if my moderator is in the building, can you drop the link for the Metaverse? Okay. Yeah. You saying that you need Black Dot on a song? You need me to do a song with Black Dot? We did one song before. No, we did a few songs. What am I talking about? I did a song. We did two classics. I think the first one was called Secret Chiefs, right? That was in 2009. And then we did something in 2010. And then I did something on his album and whatnot. Shout out to Black Dot. You know what I mean? That's the legend right there. You know what I'm talking about? Boom, boom, boom. That's right. Oh, yeah, yeah. West Side coming on Friday. Yeah. Tap in. I'm gonna tap in. You got your passport? All right. Yeah, I'm ready to go too. Shit. I'm ready to leave the States. I'm ready to go to Jamaica. I'm really excited about that, bro. I'm really excited about that, bro. I promise you. I need Jamaica in my life. August 6th is damn, it is. Shit. Oh man, y'all got me really. Who could make it to Jamaica in 30 days? If we just in July, right? Who could do a third? Because I'll push that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'll push it. I'll push it. And I promise you, I think the ticket is gonna be like 3,000, but you got to get your own flight. And it's 8 days. You feel me? 8 days at $3,000. You eating on us, you gonna eat. We going all over Dunn's River Fall. We going everywhere. We're gonna be near Montego Bay. We're not going to the hood though. If you niggas want to jump off of a speaker and do some pasa shit, you're gonna have to do that on your own. You know what I mean? Who could do it in 30 days? You know what I mean? I'm not really trying to like pressure nobody and you know, I kind of want to, you know what I mean? Because we leave in the country. You know, I don't want to be on no last minute nigga shit. You know what I'm talking about? So I think that we're gonna talk about September more than likely. We're gonna probably do it mid-September, going into mid to late September. We can get that done. We can get that done. Little Goddess is on Discord. You talk about what happened to Little Goddess. You'll find her. She on Discord. You know what I'm talking about? She be on Discord. Like they active on Discord. They active on Discord. I promise you. They be in the fucking rooms, the video rooms, voice rooms, having meetings and brainstorming and doing all kind of shit every day. So she on our Discord. Shout out to my good brothers over there, you know, at the Metaverse Discord. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, Little Goddess is good. She's definitely good. Shout out to Little Goddess. Okay. Shout out to Little Goddess. You know what I mean? Shout out to Little Goddess. I'm going to tell her that y'all asked about her too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Hootie. Shout out to Ampool. Shout out to Comedic Nation. Shout out to Haas. You know what I mean? Everybody. Do you need the jab for Jamaica? No. I didn't tell y'all that we put in that work. I didn't tell y'all. You said how much bread? I think it's like I told you it's 3 stacks for the whole thing. But we not doing the I got a travel agent and she said that she could probably get us for like $500 something, but she needs everybody's name, you know. So this is what I'm saying. Do this, right? Because we adults, you know what I mean? We're not gonna treat this shit like we children. This is some grown man shit right here. I put my email right there. If I get about 20 emails, because like I said, this is a 40 head trip. We can only accommodate 40 people because of the size of the resort and everything. If I get about 20 people that hit me up minimum, give me 1 minute. Let me give you my email. If I get about 20 people and more, and y'all like, yo, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Put I'm ready in the motherfucking tag if you ready like that. And we'll make that shit happen. We'll make it happen. Cause it ain't like if I go to Jamaica, that's gonna be the only time that I go. I'll do that shit 3 times out the year if need be. You need that album? Yeah, well, I need to go to Jamaica to record it. How about that? You know what I'm talking about? I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. I need to move around off the grid. I don't want to just be on the Atlanta grid in the New York grid making the album and whatnot. I want to go to Jamaica. I want to get on that grid. I want some coconut water. I want to jump in that motherfucking river. You know what I'm talking about? I might just pull a fish out the river and eat that shit right there. Grill it. Go ahead, grill it, rude boy. You know what I'm saying? I need to smoke some Jamaica weed, and then we'll have the album ready. Do you need the jab for Jamaica? So yeah, like I said, me and my team, right? Because when we were talking about putting this shit together, you needed the jab to come back into the United States of America. So I was telling the promoter that's over there, right, in Jamaica, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna put my name to this trip until something changes, because I'm not going, just for the sake of having fun, I'm not gonna subject my audience to have the fucking shit stuck up their nose and whatnot, because what they was doing is the PCR test when you come back into United States of America. You don't got to take it going there, but they was trapping people in the airport coming back in. So I was like, yo, ancestors. Yeah, I'm not red snap. I'm gonna eat some escovitch. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna eat some escovitch. You know what I mean? With the onions on it. That's my shit right there. But Jamaica is mystical. Yeah, Jamaica is definitely mystical. You know what I'm talking about? I used to live in Flatbush in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So I know about the mysticism in Jamaica. 2 of my children is born from Jamaican women. So, you know, what happened in Conscious Connections? We still here. We still here. You know what I'm saying? We still here. I'm juggling. I'm juggling. You know what I'm talking about? Conscious Connections is still here, still strong. You know what I mean? We still connecting. But I went to the ancestors. I did what I needed to do. And I got witnesses. Like my wife, she knows. I got witnesses. You know what I'm saying? I went and did my work. And about 2 days later, I saw the report, breaking news. Joe Biden administration is dropping the requirements for the PCR test coming back in America. International travel.
To this day. To this day.
And I should have, when that happened, I should have started promoting right away. But I got a lot of shit going on, so I didn't do it. But I'm ready. I'm ready if you are. You know what I'm talking about? I'm ready if you are. I'm ready if you are. This is a great way for brothers and sisters. Cause I was just gonna bring all of my Discord people, because I got about 3,000 people in Discord. I was just gonna pitch to them. But when I think about it, we had episode 200 on Melanin Monday. I'm like, fuck that. The YouTube audience, because y'all part of the Discord anyway, a lot of y'all. I'm like, the YouTube audience, I would love to really tap in, because y'all are familiar with a lot of shit that I'm doing and I'm on and whatnot throughout the years. Y'all been with me. So I'm like, why not go link up in Jamaica on this? Because this is a spiritual retreat. We just not going to Jamaica to speak patois, my niggas, and to bowl and to do the bogle and to learn how to fucking learn how to dance like Beanie Man. No, this is a spiritual retreat. You know, we're tapping in. You know what I'm talking about? We're going on Maroon Land. We're tapping in. We're doing some things over there. So is KTL still the Discord? No, Netaverse. It's called Netaverse. Where's my admin? If my admin is in the building, can you please drop the link for the Discord so I can share that? You know, yeah, we're gonna be blowing big spliffs. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna be blowing big spliffs. You know what I mean? And we're gonna be chilling. We're gonna be politicking and building. We're gonna be getting a tan. If you can't swim, you know what I mean? It's okay. You don't gotta get in the water. Have I heard from Empress Sekhmet? No, not in a while. Not in a while. I know that my good brother Jamal Milton, he's linked with her and whatnot, but I haven't heard from her in a while. So yeah, yo. So with that being said, I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's almost midnight. I'm gonna be responsible for my brothers and sisters on the East Coast. We'll be back on Thursdays, Third Eye Thursdays. Maybe we'll even be back before that. Who the hell knows? You know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit the subscription or subscribe and the notification thingamajing. You know what I mean? So y'all get that bring bring whenever we go live. You get that ring ring. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm out of here. Episode 200. You know, it's been very, very special. It's been very grand. I was gonna share the screen. I had some shit lined up in my I had like episode 50, episode 150, episode 1, but StreamYard is acting up. You know what I mean? When it comes to sharing my screen, they was acting kind of funny, but we'll catch up. We'll catch up. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch up. You know, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. You know, 4th of July, like I said, this is a mystical day. Sirius rising, take your power back. Don't give it to them Europeans. Give back Caesars what is theirs. This is Sirius B, my nigga. Sirius A, B, and C. You know what I mean? Soap debt. That's what this is right now. That's what this whole quote unquote ritual is about. It has nothing to do with them. Like Blue Pill, go and watch Black Magic 363, Blue Pillar, and the good brother Kwame. What's his name? Kwame Nighthorse. Let me not jack the elder's name up. Give me 1 minute. Let me double check. But last night, Blue Pill and the good brother Kwame, right? This is the shooter in Chicago. Oh damn, it won't even show. This niggas look crazy, bro. He looks super crazy. But Blue Pill and the good brother Rich, they had a powerful show last night. All the information that you need about the 4th of July is on that show. I don't need to regurgitate the information because it's already been shared. And the brother laid both of them, all three of them, laid it down to the very last compound. So I'm like, yo, go ahead and tap in. And because I want you to get an overstanding and an understanding, not just for this year. You could teach your children, you could teach your loved ones. You know what I mean? Kwame Sunhorse and Blue Pill. It was the elder Kwame Sunhorse and Blue Pill. They was going in. So the lesser lights, right? That's your little firecrackers that you heard outside of the window and whatnot. That's the lesser lights. We give all of our the 85 is the majority of the people. They give their information to shit like that and whatnot. But the more dominant, the greater lights is the stars that are in the skies that are lined up right now. You feel me? The stars that are lined up, and we could draw from that energy. So let's get barefoot. Let's get our meditation on. Let's get our breathing practices on. Let's get in a quiet place and whatnot. Let's get our minds right and let's tap in, because this is the window. And you know how we do. We like Ezekiel and Friday. We climb through windows. We go through
To this day. To this day.
You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, let's see if this video works and whatnot. This is Red Dots. It might be a little slow and shit, but we'll see. Oh, man. Kwame Sunhorse. Yeah, the elder. Kwame, he be going in. You know what I mean? He be going in. Yeah, special my good brother Jefferson cameo in there. You know what I'm saying? He got a little cameo in there. But with that being said, let's see if this video works. What's going on? Yeah, so this is Red Dots. This is off of that joint. This is off that Red Summer part 2022 on the way. You know what I mean? So I'll see y'all later, man. Love and light. This is a gift to the.
Pour out a little liquor from the sippy cups. Yeah, the blickers tuck my chicken up. Mask on my face like I'm sick as fuck. Yeah, I paid for the bodies like nip and tuck, nip and puff. Rap niggas just live it up. Bottom feeders speaking lobster fluently. Opportunity seeking opportunities. Schools are hard knocks. Never had to dodge a cop for truancy. Carry chops so the ops will ruin me. Popping toolery and a copper jewelry.
What?
Pick on somebody a size.
What?
Johnny a slide like Bonnie and Clyde. Pontiac, Bonnie's glide with young shooters like.
Y'all don't hear it? Y'all don't hear it? Okay, hold on. It might be the audio. It might be because deals. Microphone. Yeah. Wait, you said y'all hear it? Who hear it? And I don't mean through the headphones. I need you to hear that shit. The audio is good? You sure? Okay. Do you hear it better this way?
My chicken up, mask on my face like I'm sick as fuck. Yeah, I paid for the bodies.
Which way was better? You said it was perfect. The audio was perfect? Oh, okay. They out here gassing. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. Shit. All right, let's bring it back. Go back to how it was. Destiny, I need you to drop that link for the Discord if you can. Thank you.
Anthem on the track.
Sip 'em up, pour out a little liquor from the sippy cups. Yeah, the blickers tuck my chicken up. Mask on my face like I'm sick as fuck. Yeah, I paid for the bodies like nip and tuck, nip and puff.
To this day.
Rap niggas just live it up.
To this day.
Feeders speaking lobster fluently. Opportunity seeking opportunities. Schools are hard knocks. Never had to dodge a cop for truancy. Carry chops so the ops will ruin me.
What?
Popping toolery and a copper jewelry.
What?
Pick on somebody a size.
What?
Johnny a slide like Bonnie and Clyde.
Wait.
Pontiac, Bonnie's glide with young shooters like Bronny inside. It's a homie outside. Yeah, twin flexing and my shit coins. Yeah, they 10xing like 10 Exxons. Yeah, my boomies is booming. I'm Ben Xing like Gen Xing. No doubt, bitch, I'm Gwen Steffin. Twin weapons when I'm twin stepping. Yeah, bitch, I'm duplistic. Yo, Timothy saying, yeah, that's two biscuits. Chip fools like I'm Fushnickin'. Cruel mystics, dualistically too vicious. They wanted mystical red. All they got was pistols instead.
Red dots.
Little Uzi crystals and red dots. All they got was pistols and crystals and red dots. Little Uzi crystals and red dots. All they got was pistols and crystals and red dots. Little Uzi crystals and red dots. All they got was pistols and crystals and red dots. Little Uzi crystals and red dots. All they got was pistols and crystals and red dots.
Kings don't die, we multiply. Streaming while we socialize. The season we gon' open skies. Crabs coming through. They gon' show they hots to open eyes. Mask on these fools, keeping hope alive. Screaming vote or die. Time to vocalize. Our disgust them. Clips bust them. Wrist cut is chipped up. These sick fucks is chipped up. Lift up the fifth up and zip up these sick fucks. I don't waste time. All you bitch niggas been exposed. Turning water into wine. Sinning with some centerfolds. Winning is the pinnacle. The grinning is so cynical. Spin with those who spin with you. Remember women tend to do what they friends into until they introduce as something winners do. Shit, my credit good, I've been approved. Her head is good, she been the truth. A nigga solid, check the centrifuge. Here come the interludes. Here come the interludes.
Wait.
Little Uzi crystals and
Red dots.
All they got was little Uzi crystals and
Red dots.
Little Uzi crystals and red dots. All they got was little Uzi crystals and
Red dots.
Little Uzi crystals and red dots. All they got was little Uzi crystals and
Red dots.